Morning guys, welcome back to the channel. We're having a vlog day. I'm just on my way to my job and they cancelled while I was on the way. So that's that out of the window. I've got a few things to take care of. I was going to do that later in the week anyway, but now I've got a free day. I can't pull any other jobs forward, so we're going to go. I'm off to a company I've got recommended to go to. I'm not an electrician, I don't know much about this sort of stuff. Edmondson's Electrical or something. Basically, the power leads that are made up for the van, because we were on a budget, I just ordered some second-hand ones in the beginning to set the van up, 2.5mm flex that were pre-made with a 16 amp plugs on to use as my power leads. Now they're not really man enough. They're all right. I plugged my 30 meter lead in and tried to run that. Where I can't remember what job I was on. I think I was on a job. Anyway, the compressor was making a weird noise trying to start, and I thought, oh, so it weren't very happy, and it's only done it in the cold weather that we've had. And I spoke to someone that knows a lot more about electrical stuff than me, and they said, nah, what you really want to do, because what happens is on a compressor, on every compressor, there's a little black box on top, and I think they've got capacitors on there or something. I'm sure that's what they're called. And if you run longer lead, it draws more, I don't know whether it's amps or current or whatever. I couldn't tell you that side of it. I'm not an electrical person, but long story short, the longer your cable, the fatter it needs to be. Now my daily cable is a 15 meter. That's been all right. That's 2.5mm. But my mate said to me, listen, for 15 meters you really want a 4mm flex, and he said if you're going over 15 meters you want at least a 6mm flex. He said you might have to run to a 16 amp female male and reduce it to the plug, so the plug socket will fit, but in general that should be good enough and won't burn out your compressor. So I'm off to this place to go and get some of this cable. I don't think it's that cheap. It's priced per meter, I believe, but there's no prices on the website. I think it's a trade place in Bishop Stiltford that he uses. I'm going to go and get the correct cable. We're going to make up some leads. I've got some new racking in the van. I want to show you that. I need to say thank you to a couple of people, and I've also got some goodies that I bought which I think are an absolute bargain, and for the guys that watch me that do painting and stuff, I think that you'll find that it's well handy, because I've seen people selling them for a lot of money online, and I found them proper dirt cheap, and it must be where they're buying them from. So we'll get into that and all. Let me get over there and get this cable, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Wow, that was a mission. So the mate recommended me to go to Edmondson's Electrical or something along that lines. I might have said the name wrong. I went there, the people didn't have a clue, and they were trying to sell me some wire I've never heard of, and just for one lead worked out 180 quid, and I was like, what are you trying to sell me? I'm trying to make an extension lead. I know the cable is pricey, don't get me wrong, but it wasn't that pricey. So hold on, the phone's blooming phone. Anyway, we've got some big old beefy cable now to make up the lead. Yeah, so I went in the first gaff. I didn't have a clue, so I went to City Electrical Factors, I think it's called. I spoke to the bods there, they were really helpful, and there's a couple of electricians like standing in the counter bit like where I was, and they all asked me why, what I wanted to use it for, blah blah blah, and then they started getting all technical on me, amps, home draw, start up cranking amps, blah blah blah. And this guy really helpful, and he's like, listen, he said 4mm will be absolutely fine for what you want to do, even on a 30 meter run, because I was advised, and he's probably correct, I was advised 6mm for a 30 metre run and 4mm for what do you call it, 15 metre run. So basically my daily cable is 15 metres. That's what I use. Most jobs is fine. Every now and again you get caught short, I have to get the big power cable out. Well, these guys are doing mathematical equations beyond my knowledge. Electrician type stuff, and I was like, what? It's a geezer spray cars, I just want an extension lead. So basically they've assured me 4mm for my compressor and my draw when it starts up will be perfectly adequate. But my mate does run a screw compressor, so it might have a higher draw, higher amps or something, I don't know. That's why it does 6 and 4. So, electrician approved, we're going for this big ass 4mm cable. And listen, some people just run a normal extension lead. They burn their compressors out over time, but that's down to them. I just want it to be right and not have any problems in the future. So, that's that bit done. Let's get home and cut these leads, measure them out and make them up. I'm hoping this will squeeze into a plug. If not, I've bought the 16 amp round ones, male and female, to reduce it down to go into the wall. So we'll have a look, get these leads made up. Need to show you my new racking in the van, and I've got some other goodies to show you. I'll see you when we get back. Look at this rubbish. So stiff, knocks up all the time. It's just no good. Let's state this thing. Right guys, time to show you some bargains. Some people would have seen these. If you don't know what this is, it's a little magnetic tool that you clip on your door edges like that, and you sand here and you won't catch the other panel. These are sort of some new thing that seem to be all the rage. I see them online everywhere. So if you were sanding down here and you didn't want to catch the door, it's got like an edge on it, and you just sort of, bear with, I'm trying to do it one-handed, magnet it on there so you can sand all this and then you won't catch your door edge. People are selling them online for 30 quid odd, and I was just randomly browsing on that AliExpress and I found them. Bear with, I've took a photo so I can give you correct information. I thought it was a bargain. £3.71. You have to pay a little bit of tax, but I bought 2 of them for £13.33 delivered. So don't be buying all of them online for rip-off money. They're all identical, all from the same place. So that was a bargain. Next bargain, arch rolling tool. You put a pencil in there and you adjust the height of it and you roll around the arch and mark a line on it. People are selling these on Facebook for 20-30 quid. I see loads of them. My friend Mike actually gave me this. Another little secret, don't be buying them for 20-30 quid. They cost £2.74. You go, you see on the screen what you do with it. Absolute bargain. My mate Mike gave me this, but when he told me, it's like, what? So yeah, absolute bargain. How they construct it, this is all solid plastic and metal. I don't know how they do it for this price, but it's brilliant. And then that leads me on to my toll cuts. I use Kovacs. I needed to top some up. Basically, they sell genuine toll cuts over there, obviously from Japan, and that's, I think they're China, I'm not 100% sure, but my toll cut sandpapers worked out £16.34 over there, plus a little bit of tax. I bought all of them in a new block because I couldn't find my old block. How much did that come to? Give you some idea. £96.42p. I don't know if that's going to focus, but these are like 30-35 quid a pack, depends on where you go. I think you can get them a bit cheaper, but for that price it was an absolute bargain, so I got one of each grit that I needed. So yeah, some absolute steals there, well worth having a little look, and they're 100% genuine as well. Right, I did briefly show it in my other video, my new gazebo in this little crate. Got one of them new blow up ones. It's actually pucker. I'm well impressed with it, so I don't need all that room took up there anymore. Can make this better if I want to, put it on a little frame, not too sure, but this is not back breaking. Takes 2 minutes to put up and literally 1 minute to take down. My shelving's gone now, crossed out. Got a tiny little bit of rack in there. That was actually on top of my new piece, which is over there. Let me show you that. Yeah, see that on Facebook Marketplace. A little shelf at the top. You used to have that bit of racking attached to it as well. I just unbolted that and put that on the side. Needed somewhere for my lacquer and my thinners to go. So got my other bits and bobs up the top. So like everything's in drawers now. Masking tapes, stuff, filler, stuff like that. Sandpapers. This is the little party trick on the side. Well impressed with that. Drawers put outside as well. Everything's accessible, really easy. Absolute bargain. There's 50 quid for this section. And I took the old, I modified this one because this is a really good, the bot van racking that I had before. I took the piece off of the side to modify this bit in here, so that all now is attached and all fits together. So now I've not got that gazebo anymore. If I wanted to potentially save space, I could remove this box, mount this differently, and save loads more space. I could probably condense this down into a smaller van if I chose to, but that was an absolute pain using my Hex 45 gazebo. And that blow up one, after speaking to a guy on Facebook, it was a no-brainer. I've got to just say a massive thanks to Simon. I don't know if he watches my videos, but he really helped me out. He's been running one of them blow up ones for 4 years, and yeah, it's mustard. I'm well impressed. Right, let's go and sort this pile of rubbish out. Grab me longer lead out of here while we're out. And we can go and make some new leads up. Right, let's get cracking. See you in a moment. Right, I keep forgetting, and I see the gun yesterday and was like, I must mention it and say thank you. One of my subscribers, Trevor, sent me this SRI Pro Light over when we had the whole gun saga. I'd already purchased these R160s then. He went, listen, he's sat there doing nothing, you're more than welcome to it. If it'll get you out of trouble, I'll send it down to you. And he sent it over with a load of spares. There weren't nothing wrong with it. Needed a new seal in the front. I changed the seal. I've only actually used it once, but I do appreciate it, and a massive thank you to Trevor for sending it down. I totally forgot. It just, when you're filming and stuff and doing stuff, it just slips your mind. So that's the first thank you that I need to get out there. Massive thank you for sending that down, and it's on the rack. It will get used. Like I said, when you sent it, I'd already purchased the new guns, but very, very kind of you, and I appreciate it. The donation to the channel, very, very helpful and very nice of you. So Trevor, massive thumbs up to you, thank you very much. And my next thank you is to Darren, one of my subscribers and a customer. He's moved house and sort of give up painting now. He hasn't got the room to play that he used to have in his other house, and he donated some Pinkies blocks to me over there. You might have seen me using a cordless polisher. He gave me some quite a lot of stuff that he didn't use anymore. So he gave me his old cordless polisher, some Pinkies blocks, a dust extractor, some spray guns, loads of odds and sods sort of thing that he weren't going to use anymore. And he was sort of adamant that he wants me to have them and, you know, make use of them or give away what I'm not going to use, sell, whatever. Obviously I haven't sold anything. I gave my mate a heat lamp that he gave me and a few other bits and some guns and stuff that I wasn't going to use, but massive thank you to Darren. I know Darren watches all my videos, really appreciate that. Very kind of you. You didn't have to do that. Really helped out. I don't need anything else. This all happened at the time when we were doing the van and stuff, and it just so happened that he'd moved and all of this stuff was getting in the way, and he said, would you like it? I'll bring it down, basically. So that's kind of how that panned out. He didn't want to fuss, but I really want to say thank you, and I've been meaning to do it, but as videos pan out, jobs go wrong, blah blah, you never get round to doing it. So today, this is the day that it's happening. A massive thank you to you and everyone else for the support as well, and for all the comments and, you know, welcome backs and everything else on the channel. Really blown me away. Yeah, that's probably enough waffle. Let's go and build these leads, and then my sort of mission for today is complete. Definitely got to find new homes for these. Have to move that up the door, because that's a much thicker and bigger than the other one. Don't quite fit in there where my other big one went. It's all wired up. I even managed to squeeze it into a plug. That was a mission. I was going to step it down, but I managed to get away with that. Questionable wrong-uns out by my van, so I locked it up. I'll finish the video anyhow. Yeah, that is it from me today. That is all we're doing. Leads are done, bargains have been shown. So yeah, as always, a massive thanks for watching. Thanks for all your support. Thanks for everyone that's sent me stuff. I don't need anything, please, no more offers. We're all good. But yeah, as always, we'll see you very soon on the next one. Stay safe and be lucky.